tire turned quite a bit. Shows that car is pushing. Look at Paulie Haraka trying to get to the inside, just all up underneath that Bennett Lane Winery Ford. Or Toyota, I'm sorry.
One thing Mike David does not want to see is someone get into his bumper once again. That happened at Thunder Hill to start the season. He got turned around in the final lap of the race, and he definitely doesn't want that happening in the second.
A lot of patience. Very, very young driver. As you mentioned, hails from New Jersey, goes to Duke University. He's a freshman at Duke, but a lot of patience.
You know, he's got an interesting relationship, or had an interesting relationship with your brother. You called him Uncle Benny.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they ever got connected, but I know Benny just thought the world of Paulie and his dad, and I know that feeling was mutual. And I talked to Paulie a lot, and he says, you know, he doesn't think he would be here without Benny's help. So, you know, he's one of the the diversity drivers here and doing such a great job, and that shows that there's so much talent all over this country that all people need is a shot. Paulie got his shot, won the track championship right here at All-American Speedway last year, and trying to take over that spot right now from Mike David.
Take a look at this. The inside, Paulie Haraka had the line, trying to get by Mike David as they work their way through the turns.
Yeah, it looks like Paulie right now has the better car. Let's see if he can get this pass done. He has the advantage.
Good turn there. He will take the fourth spot away from Mike David, and so Paulie Haraka into fourth, Mike David back now to fifth.
Let's see what Paulie Haraka can do now if he can chase down David Mayhew right now, who's running in the third spot. Jason Bowles has opened up a little bit of a cushion on David Mayhew.
Welcome back. Toyota Napa Auto Parts 150 continuing from Roseville, California. The All-American Speedway, the site of race number 2. Eric Holmes is checked out on the field. What are they talking about down there, Tony?
Rick and Phil, you see this large lead that Eric Holmes has already opened up on the rest of the field. If you're chasing him, it's not something you want to see. Remember, in this race 1 year ago, Holmes took the lead at the green flag and never relented. He led every lap. 153 out of 153 for the win. He certainly looks in command early on.
Well, amazingly enough, he hasn't been challenged since the drop of the green flag.
But he hasn't led a lap. Jason Bowles led the first lap.
Yeah, he took over on lap 2.
A lot more competitive this year.
Yeah, well, there's Jason Bowles again holding on to the second spot, but not able to reel in that 20 of Eric Holmes.
We've had some great racing. Ooh, the little contact right there. Paulie got in the back of him.
We mentioned the word patience earlier. We've gone past the halfway point. Maybe patience are out the window as well.
But just a little bit of contact. Paulie followed him for a long, long time here. Ooh, they get a little sideways, a little more contact.
A little bumping there as Paulie Haraka is going to take the position away. He will move up to third now and set his sights on Jason Bowles.
Just like when he passed Mike David, he's got a little bit of a gap up to Jason Bowles. We'll see what Paulie can do with him. You see Mike David just creeping in. He's caught this battle right here too. He's just about 3-4 car lengths behind that 17 of David Mayhew. Right, our leader right there, Eric Holmes. He's got Jonathan Hale, the 5 behind him. There's Wes Banks, the 3. You see, just for a second, you saw Jason Bowles. We'll see what Paulie Haraka can do if he can. Ooh, caution's on the racetrack. Caution
again, just in front of our leader. That's Jack Sellers slowing behind the 34 of Jonathan Gomez. And so our second caution of the night has come out. Relatively caution-free, with only 2 cautions coming out through the first half of this race.
The damage to the 34 of Jonathan Gomez.
Jonathan Gomez, another one of the diversity drivers, as well as a new driver to the series, Phil Dugan. Another driver for diversity in the NASCAR Camping World Series West.
Looks like some of Jack Sellers' cars been left on the racetrack.
They'll clean that up, sure enough.
Yeah, that's where it came from, right there.
That's exactly where it was at the start of the race. Welcome back. NASCAR Camping World Series West action from Roseville, California, the All-American Speedway. This third-mile racetrack. There's 2 previous winners, Eric Holmes
and Jason Bowles.
Jason Bowles started on the pole. Eric Holmes took the position away from him and has led every lap but 1. Those 2 are side by side as they work their way through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch.
Yeah, this is the opportunity. Jason Bowles got a good start through 1 and 2, but looks like he's going to lose it. Paulie Haraka moves up side by side in the battle for second. See Paulie Haraka right on the rear bumper of that 6 of Jason Bowles. That's a little contact there with Jason Bowles and Jim Engelbright.
Jason moved up the racetrack, and it enabled Paulie Haraka to get right on his back bumper. Let's see if he can do anything with it.
He's there. Jason just hasn't made any mistakes to allow Paulie to get to the inside to try to get that position away.
As the laps wind down, the patience goes out the window. Let's see if Paulie Haraka gets a little bit impatient and moves Jason Bowles around if he wants to take that spot away. 5 laps of racing remain.
Paulie Haraka is running out of time. Had a good run at him right there. Jason having a little trouble with Mike David. Mike way up the racetrack, giving them plenty of room to race down on the bottom.
Again, your top 3, Eric Holmes checking out on this field, and then it's Jason Bowles and Paulie Haraka. Here comes Haraka again. Look to the inside of Jason Bowles. Still cannot get by him. Here he goes again.
A little bit of contact right there. 3 laps to go.
Jason Bowles, Paulie Haraka coming out of turn number 4.
Paulie got loose. He diamond that corner. He got a turn. He had a good run above the corner, then got a little bit too loose.
Who's going to take second? Looks as though Eric Holmes has locked up the number 1 spot, but the battle now is for second. Jason Bowles moves up the racetrack. There was a white flag for Eric Holmes. A great battle for second now, as Eric Holmes looks like he is going to check out and check in to victory lane here at All-American Speedway. Win number 2 at the racetrack. Problems for Jim Engelbright in the number 1. We'll hear from Eric Holmes, the winner of this one, when we come back. Welcome back. Roseville, California is the site. All-American Speedway is the racetrack. Let's go to victory lane. Eric Holmes is with Tony Rizzuti.
That boy! Yeah! Woo! Eric Holmes emerges from the Napa Toyota victorious. I don't know what it is about you and All-American Speedway, but another dominating win.
It's called a great car. BMR, Ty Joyner, Napa Auto Parts, and the Toyota Camry, the whole crew. That was an awesome car. It was an easy car to drive, and a little racing at the beginning started to stink it up, but last week's race in Texas was exciting, and we made up for it tonight.
I don't think you quite let them all like you did back here in the spring a year ago, but how important was it to get a win for your car owner, Bill McAnally, when he put up the money to actually promote this race?
Well, it's very important. I mean, Napa and Toyota sponsor this race. A lot of great fans here. A heck of a job Bill did this week promoting this race. As you can see, a sellout crowd, and everybody needs to take lessons from Bill promoting races here, because it's awesome to race in front of a lot of people like this.
A top 5 in the season opener. He gets the win here tonight in Roseville, California. Eric Holmes, your winner of the Napa Auto Parts 150.
And only fitting, obviously, that his sponsor is Napa. Finding victory lane, we take a look at our unofficial results. Eric Holmes, Jason Bowles, 1 and 2. How about Paulie Haraka?
Yeah, career best for Paulie Haraka. Great job in 3rd. You see Jim Engelbright had some problems. Finished in the 11th spot.
Saw Jamie Dick in the garage early before the end of this race. Let's go back down to Tony Rizzuti.
Jason Bowles finishes 2nd here tonight. Jason, you said you wanted to get a good top 5 run, and that was a solid finish.
Yeah, no, 2nd place, good points, cars in one piece. I wasn't quite, I was hoping we could have fought for the win there, but the car was just a little tight all night. So, but we salvaged a 2nd out of it, and taking a car that's in one piece back to the shop. So we got something to take back to Madera in a couple of weeks here.
Good run for his Ford here tonight. Jason Bowles finished his 2nd here at All-American Speedway.
Thank you, Tony. Let's take a look at our point standings through 2 races in the Nascar Camping World West Series. Eric Holmes back on top again.
Yeah, 3rd place at our first race at Kyle, Texas, and a big win here in Roseville.
Greg Persley, 25 points behind Eric Holmes, looking for his first championship. Let's go back down to Tony.
Well, the first race at Kyle, Texas didn't go so well for Paulie Haraka, but you come home here to Roseville and a 3rd place finish.
Definitely. The Napa Auto Care Toyota Camry was really good tonight. We knew coming out of Thai was tough. We lost an engine. There's just nothing you can do about it, but coming here, we knew it was our home track. Really wanted to put in a good show. Worked real hard in practice. Dwayne Norr and the guys worked really hard and got a good race car. I mean, we knew when we qualified 2nd that we had a good piece to race with, and we just ran up front, kind of cruised around for the first 100 laps and then started working our way up. Needed about 5 more laps to get Jason. He just caught the lap traffic at all the wrong spots. I don't know if we had anything for Eric, but we had a good race car. The Napa Auto Care Toyota Camry was just a solid piece tonight. I had to bring it home in one piece, and got to have a good point tonight.